You're watching EOtv.
Hi, and welcome to EOtv. I'm Andrea Paul.
And I'm Randall Mauricio, training to be a juggler. This week, our show is all about inspiration.
That's right. We want to inspire you all to become smarter savers in your company. So EO is launching the FedEx Smartest Saver contest, and it's all about, you guessed it, saving money.
In fact, we have some smart money saving tips brought to you by an EO Atlanta member, and they're sure to inspire you to become a better money manager in your business.
So, are you ready?
Andrea, I'm born ready.
Let's get inspired.
You want to keep your profitability high, right? Well, Atlanta member Henry Rischitelli has turned profitability into an art form at his company, Next Marketing. We had a chance to talk to Henry about his methods, and here's what he does to keep his costs down and his profits high. Henry, what would you say is the key to being an inspired saver?
An inspired saver for me just means watching every expense through the organization. We have built an organization with no debt, with lots of capital, and I believe we've gotten there by watching our dollars. Everything we do in our organization for the last 17 years, we've run as if that was our last penny, and what ends up happening is you are able to create a very strong capital position that isolates you and insulates you from this marketplace. So, and it's just a culture that we've created that has put us out in front in saving money. And we estimate that to be, in some years, $50,000 or more in savings.
Can you give us some specific examples of where you have saved?
But it starts top down. We're a marketing organization, so majority of our time is spent, on the road. Travel is a large line item for our company. Years ago, it began to take advantage of membership rewards. So we purchase literally everything we possibly can in the organization, and it ends up being some months $1 million. And those convert to points. Points convert to airline tickets, hotel stays. So every time we end up in a situation where we have a ticket that is in excess of a certain amount, we use points. We look at things like every single expense report in the organization, which becomes a bit neurotic. I still review, and I look for waste, and I question what we're doing and why we're doing it. And because people have an expectation of being questioned on everything, you eliminate 95% of any problems or more.
So when you look over all these expense reports, which sounds like a pretty big job, what are some unexpected areas where you noticed you could be saving?
People misreport, receipts. People will exceed what is a reasonable expense, and if they do, then my controller will flag things for me to review, and so we'll then question the individuals on what it is and why we did it, and then they'll think more about it the second time around. As an example, we have a ton of expenses that occur on the road. We run fleets of tractor trailers and trucks and marketing platforms, and our guys are on the road and they'll have breakdowns. So you're looking at, did they use your approved vendor? Did they think through that? When they replaced the 4 tires on the Tahoe, what went along with it? Some of these people like to upsell you. So we make sure our contracted vendors are not overcharging us. Again, my controller's task is to flag any inconsistencies, and then it comes across my desk for the final stamp. So it's not like I'm going through each expense report line item by line item, but he is looking for any inconsistencies that are outside of our norm, if you will.
What is one of your golden rules in savings, or one of your savings tips that all EOers could use to save in their business?
I think you want to create an environment that you empower people to have ownership and be entrepreneurial, even though often they are staff, salaried employees or executives on bonuses. And we have a platform in place where we pay competitive salaries. We pay very large bonuses that are tied to company profitability, company performance. We share with them a large portion of our portfolio with numbers and economies, so they know what it is that their targets are and what it is that how their performance is being rated. They know that if they succeed at being more profitable, being more efficient, they will benefit and share in the success and share in the savings.
And finally, Henry uses EO to his advantage. He saved thousands on shipping by taking advantage of EO's alliance relationship with FedEx to receive up to 29% discount on express shipments.
Well, FedEx has been a partner for us, first of all, for years. We do an enormous amount of shipping because we run a warehouse facility, and we have people that are on the road for 300 days a year. FedEx has given us the discipline to look at our needs. When I have a team moving across country, we know that team will be in Los Angeles from March 23rd to March 29th. I've got 6 or 7 days and sometime one day to hit the target. And if I miss the target, then I've got to reship that package to another location. So what it does for us is it allows us some accuracy in shipping, but yet with the advantage to be able to look at this as an overnight priority, a second day, a third day, a ground, with some accuracy to know that I'm going to hit my targets and yet save money by being able to do better planning.
FedEx understands entrepreneurs and it understands excellent service. So let's see if you can follow Henry's tips and understand saving money. FedEx and the Entrepreneurs Organization are looking for the world's smartest saver, aside from me, of course, the entrepreneur who has the most inspired approach to managing costs and staying profitable in the current environment. If you think it's you, submit your tips along with any video or pictures you have to EOtv@eonetwork.org. And make sure your submission is fun, innovative, and above all, informative for other business owners. And we'll feature you on EOtv. This contest is open to anyone around the world, even non-EO members. And for more information, contact EOtv@eonetwork.org. Good luck and keep your company growing.
Well, here's a member experience that could be chalked up as an experience of a lifetime. Shelley Whatmore of EO Calgary visited Ensenada, Mexico with her farm and built a house for a local family. She says the experience made their group tighter and brought them to a new level.
Last year, our farm group went to Ensenada and we built a house through Youth with a Mission. So we built a house for a Mexican family, and it was just took our group to, we were at an extremely high level to begin with, but it took it to the next level. The bonding and just getting in there and painting, and it was great. So it was lots of fun. It was so rewarding. It was emotional when we did the key ceremony and we handed it over to the family. It was just the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. It was 4 days, and the house build was actually 2. We spent an extra time doing the furnishing, and we bought a bunch of clothes for the babies, and it's just so rewarding to see where they come from and how much of a difference we can make from their education. And one of the commitments we said is, this is going to take you and your family places, and just please commit to us that you'll continue your education, because so many people drop out.
You might not know the name Nando Parrado, but I'm sure you've heard his amazing story. Take a look at this video of Nando.
For nearly 40 years, the world has marveled at his journey as a testimony of the enduring power of the human spirit, when on a fateful day in 1972, a charter plane carrying Parrado, his rugby team, and several family members crashed deep in the remote snow-covered Andes. The crash survivors endured 72 unimaginable days of starvation, frostbite, and even an avalanche that claimed 8 more lives.
If we stay here, we are dead. There's no way we can survive.
A young Nando Parrado decided he could no longer wait to be found, and with one of his teammates set off through the Andes, from Argentina to Chile, and to salvation and rescue for the remaining men. Their unthinkable ordeal became the subject of a feature film, several documentaries, and 2 best-selling books.
Nando is speaking at the upcoming 2009 Barcelona University, and here's a few of his tips. Use teamwork to accomplish difficult tasks, especially when you have like-minded individuals around you that are more willing to assist you. Remain optimistic. Discouragement and negativity are often detrimental to success, especially when facing challenging situations. Nando's last tip is to remember your true inspiration. He goes on to say that true inspiration comes from focusing on the love you give to those that you care about most. Whether returning from a business trip or just coming home from a successful and fulfilling day within your company, true value and inspiration for success comes from cherishing the ones you love. And that wraps up our show this week. Remember, we're looking forward to your entries for the smartest saver.
Hey, you're right, Andrea. They could be featured on EOtv to become an inspiration. In fact, I feel an inspiration thought coming my way. This never happens.
Thought you might have one of those. What's your thought?
Don't stand in someone else's shadow when it's your sunlight that should lead the way.
You might want to stick with juggling.
Oh, there's a lot of sunlight here. I'll tell you. Whoa!
We'll see you next week.
I'll keep working on it.